something to hold on to, gotta find it first. But here I am, 'cause I've been laying under palm trees, waiting for the summer, knowing there's nowhere to go. 'Cause I am happy on this island, wanna be my farmland. I don't ever want to leave, I'm in a tropic club.
I can give you one more I see the light inside you, brighter than the skies. Hold on, just let us escape and fly away tonight. We have the world in our sight, and I know together we'll be alright. Can you see forever we will go?
Hi everyone, welcome back to yet another edition of Demo de Monterrey. We're very excited to see you again and we're very thankful for your time. If this is your first time at Demo de Monterrey, let me refresh your memory or tell you a little bit about this initiative. Demo de Monterrey was created to facilitate the capital fundraising journey for founders with innovation and technology-driven companies. We have the objective of transforming Monterrey from an industrial-driven ecosystem to an innovation and entrepreneurship-driven ecosystem powered by a solid funnel of startups and scale-ups. This event is going to be our first Fintech edition, and we're very excited about that. We've been changing a couple of things during this year, and now we're going to have less editions, but they are going to be themed editions. So we're very, very excited about that. If you have any feedback, please let us know. Without any further ado, I'm going to introduce the next group of entrepreneurs that are going to be pitching today. This event is going to be divided into two sections, the seed stage and the venture and growth stage. Hope you enjoy.
Hi, my name is Juan Diego, co-founder and head honcho at Alcancia. And well, savings in Latin America straight out suck. With a negative interest rate after being adjusted for inflation, a weak exchange rate, and little to no benefits for saving, we decided to create Alcancia, a dApp that bridges fiat into crypto and harnesses the power of decentralized finance protocols, creating the best savings account available in the region. Currently, Alcancia has almost 500 registered users on its waiting list, waiting, and I know it's kind of redundant, to be proactive savers by July of this year. We also have 30 active savers in a focus group saving their hard-earned cash with Alcancia. So, who's our early user? Well, with a sample size of almost 1,200 people, we got the following insights. 1 out of 4 people aged between 18 and 34 years old save or invest in cryptocurrencies. 9 out of 10 people have heard about cryptocurrencies at some point of their lives, and their early market saves 16 times the average that Latin American savers do in their respective countries. What about our addressable market? Well, in Latin America, there are a total of 4.6 million people that are crypto users, 53 million people that use mobile money services, which amasses into a total of $20.2 billion in yearly transactional volume. And there are 220 million people in dire need of access to economically prosperous digital banking. So, how does Alcancia make money? That is extremely easy. We get a 4 to 7% cut on the interest rate, a 42% annual rate of return in utility tokens, and a 32% yield by being a liquidity provider in decentralized exchanges. Although we are a DeFi startup, one of Alcancia's main focus is to create a service that supports digital bancarization while creating en masse social impact towards vulnerable groups that show a huge gap in the adoption of financial services. Obviously, our strategy and impact measurement is based in the 4 dimensions of sustainable development and the SDGs that aim to provide socioeconomic prosperity. We're a team full of hustlers with experience in distinct fields like finance, computer science, and sustainability. Yet, we all have one passion in common: the love for crypto, DeFi, and in some cases, NFTs. Our team comes from all corners of Latin America, ready to scale this project, and we all have the same love and passion to bring Alcancia to life and make our startup moon. Finally, we count with 2 board members that believe in us as entrepreneurs and have an extensive knowledge, which brings a lot into the table and help consolidate their strategy to bridge and accelerate the adoption towards cryptocurrencies in the region. Alcancia is part of MasterCard's First Center for Inclusive Growth Incubation Program, and we've recently joined the second biggest blockchain accelerator, CeloCamp, as one of the first Latin America fintech startups to get into their 5th batch. This accelerator is sponsored by Polychain Capital, Flurry Ventures, and the famous Andreessen Horowitz. But our key milestone is our partnership with one of the best fintech consulting companies in the region, NIMAC, where they will be guiding us hand by hand towards our seed round and help with our go-to-market strategy. Today, we're looking for 100K in exchange for a convertible note with a 30% discount rate, capped at a $5 million valuation for our seed round, which is bound to happen in the next 8 months. This cash will be used to triplicate our engineering team and fund our go-to-market strategy, with the sole goal to reach 33,000 active savers by the first year after Alcancia's launch. Alcancia is on a mission to decentralize and humanize the Latin American banking industry, and we hope that you can join us on our journey and make us the next fintech powerhouse in the region. Remember us, we're Alcancia, and we harness the power of decentralized finance to create the best savings account in Latin America. Thank you.
Hello, Demo de Monterrey. This is Aaron, the CEO and co-founder of Vest. Vest's mission is to make it easy and enjoyable for anybody in LATAM to build wealth and invest in their financial future via direct access to US dollar investing accounts. Today we offer active brokerage, and very soon we are moving into managed portfolios in crypto, as well as adjacent financial services to create an all-inclusive one-stop shop for building wealth and investing. Today, after users onboarded into the platform and completed our KYC flow, they're given access to an interface where they can very quickly transfer funds into an investment account under their own name and use that to buy and sell stocks. We've really focused on the ergonomics of the platform, making this as simple as possible for an up-and-coming generation of investors who are used to mobile experiences and swiping. You can see here, for example, in my portfolio, I can swipe right to buy more Airbnb. I can swipe left if I want to sell out of some of it. I can click into the stock and actually kind of see, what's going on with it, what the price has been doing over different increments of time, as well as some top line information about my own performance in the position. Let's say that I'd like to buy more Airbnb. I have $2,000 on hand to invest, and we'll just buy those at market tomorrow. That order is now queued up for fulfillment. It's not going to fulfill right now because we're outside of market hours. I actually prefer to stay in cash at this particular moment, and probably buy a little more Costco actually in the coming days. So I'll actually go ahead and cancel this. And you can see I used to have a pending balance, queued up. That's now returned to my available balance for trading now that I've cleared my order in that position. We're very proud of what we've done with transfers. Vest, in addition to having a FINRA member and broker-dealer in its group, as well as a registered investment advisor, also has a money services business with money transmission licenses in Texas and Florida. And via that entity, we've set up a commercial banking partnership with JP Morgan, allowing us not only to accept account fundings from within the US in ACH, but also via SPAY from local transfers here in Mexico. At the moment, this only works during regular business hours. However, when you do make a transfer before 3 p.m. Here in Mexico, you actually have access to those funds for trading typically within less than a couple minutes, same day. And so today our time from app download to first investment is around 10 minutes, a little bit less. And we're working to get that as close as possible to 5. And again, I think we are one of, if not the only international retail brokerage app to offer this type of infrastructure via our own internal banking rails instead of outsourcing that to a third party. We're very excited for what's coming next with the product. We love active brokerage, but we've really heard 2 consistent bits of feedback. Can you please tell me what to invest in? And do you guys do crypto today? So I'll actually show you briefly what we have in the works for the SmartVest Managed Portfolios product. So let's go through the flow again. So I'm just going to say that my goal for a managed portfolios, I would like to grow my wealth. I'm investing for more than 15 years. I want to make withdrawals on a weekly or annual basis, on a quarterly or annual basis once I'm ready to start drawing down my portfolio. I don't have economic dependence today, but I'd like to have some in the future. I'm more interested in the possibility of gains than the risk of loss. And I consider myself an expert and I can plan my own investing strategies. Finally, I have enough funds on hand to invest a considerable amount. So with that background on me, Vest is now going to recommend a portfolio. So I have a risk-seeking profile according to this analysis, and we've actually constructed a basket of stocks that are aligned with this profile. So we're going to invest heavily in equities, seeking an average annual return of 9.19%. These are efficient risk-optimized portfolios, And we're today selecting from mainly a basket of high liquidity, low expense ratio Vanguard options that include large and small cap equity exposure, as well as bond and fixed income exposure with a small allocation in cash. Today, we're simply making recommendations via our US based advisory structure. However, we are very far along in actually wiring this up so that it's a proper kind of Wealthfront or Betterment style product. And if you look at what I just showed you from the portfolio section, you can actually see how this begins to be a really powerful concept where your high quality active and passive strategies live in the same place. The final thing I will comment on is we want to provide really high quality learning experiences to our customers. Before you hand in a single bit of personal information or send invest any money, we make available to you as a user an investment simulator that's artificial money, but designed for you to learn and for our users to really get a sense of what are the ergonomics of investing in stocks like. We combine that with a content offering that has kind of some weekly information, what's going on in the economy, what's going on with the global macroeconomic deceleration. And we believe that by combining high quality content with educational tools and a consolidated investment experience with vertically integrated treasury, we're really going to make it possible for people to invest in a way that they never have before while really enjoying the process. So thank you for watching our demo and hope to hear from you soon. Be well.
Hi, I am Marcela Acevedo, co-founder and CEO of PetPal. PetPal, buy now, pay later, that connects the pet ecosystem. Our story begins with Ostia and Mia, my two dogs, and one day Ostia started walking on three legs. So I took her to the vet and they did exams, x-ray, and the diagnosis was that she needed a surgery. I didn't have the money to pay the treatment, so I had to pay with my credit card in installments. I started to ask other pet owners, and I was surprised when most people say that their pets also tend to suddenly get sick and they had to find a way to pay the treatment. And when a pet goes to the vet, you have to pay the medical expenses and also you have to continue paying the monthly expenses. And for that reason, VetPal was born. The bill can be between $100 and $2,000, and when it comes to paying, only about 31% of the population in Latam has an active credit card. On the other hand, pet insurance has exclusions and some only cover basic treatment. There is a gap between access to financing and the limitation of pet insurance coverage. And this issue also affects vet because they lose clients if they don't give the discount that pet owners ask for. Our vision is revolutionizing the veterinary industry through financing, technology, data, and artificial intelligence. The estimated pet market for LATAM is 70 billions. LATAM is the region where about 80% of households have at least one pet. Brazil leads the market, followed by Mexico, Argentina, Colombia, Chile, and Peru. PetPal is a buy now, pay later solution that connects the pet ecosystem with medical practice and merchants allies. Through PetPal, the pet owners can pay all their pet needs with a single payment method, and our allies are visible in our pet owners community, increasing their sales with personalized offers. We are present throughout the life cycle of pets, taking into account that their average lifespan is between 10 and 18 years. What do we do different? For medical practice and merchants, we evolve their strategy of growth through data and artificial intelligence, getting personalized offers, market differentiation, and customer loyalty. And we can do that because we create a network effect between medical practice, merchants, and pet owners. For pet owners, we are the one-stop payment for easy access to all their pet needs through financial portfolio. Our strategy of growth is to increase to 1.4 million of disbursement for the first year to 88.7 million of disbursement for the third year. We will be focused in the first 2 years in Colombia, and we will enter in the second market in the third year. This second market could be Mexico or Brazil. Our market validation between February and the first week of April, we signed an active 4 medical practice alliances, and we have a pipeline for 30 more. We start conversations with big players in pet e-commerce in Latam, and we had 24 credit applications, 7 disbursement with average ticket of $240, and we have 15 people in waiting list. Our team, David Sanchez, is the CTO and co-founder. We worked together before in other company, and we have 4 advisors in strategic issues in risk, growth, product, and expansion. We are fundraising for $1.8 million in pre-seed, split between $1 million in equity and $700,000 in debt to achieve these objectives, which is one. So thank you so much for your time, and we are looking forward to hear from you.
Told you to walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa,
Thank you very much for the seed stage entrepreneurs for joining us tonight and for pitching with us. Now I'm going to introduce the next batch of entrepreneurs pitching tonight. If you want to contact any of these entrepreneurs, you can do so leaving your contact here in the YouTube chat, or you can also contact us at contact@demodemonterrey.com. There we will proceed to do an introduction. Now I'm going to introduce this batch, which are the venture and growth stage pitches. Hope you enjoy.
For the past couple of months, we've been empowering employees to use their own money safely and responsibly to create the next financially educated generation. Hi, my name is Mauricio Fernandez, and I'm co-founder and CFO of Solvo. Now, is the lack of access to financial services the root problem? No. You see, Mexicans do have access to financial services. They just don't know how to properly use them. 7 out of 10 Mexicans live from paycheck to paycheck, which is every 15 days, due to the lack of access to financial education, resulting in almost 69% of Mexicans not having the necessary funds to cover an emergency. This happens when expenses aren't aligned with payday. So if we take into account all of these variables and add the fact that payroll has been paid exactly the same way for the past 200 years, it is a total mess. Therefore, Solvo developed these 2 solutions specifically designed to attack the root problem. We figured, first you learn, then you save, and until then, can you use financial products? So we designed our first product specifically for SMEs, which includes savings, financial education, and insurance. Now, on our mobile application, employees are going to be able to create saving goals by setting recurring automatic contributions. And we'll have the resources available 24/7 for immediate withdrawal for free. In addition, we'll have short and entertaining user-friendly courses on personal finance from introductory level all the way to advanced subjects. Furthermore, employees will receive complimentary insurance, free telephone medical orientation, reimbursement of accident expenses up to $1,250 with unlimited use, and 4 annual medical checkups with healthcare specialists. All of this for only $3.40 per month per employee. Now, our second product, I'm not gonna lie, is a bit different. This one is for the big ones, the enterprises. We offer companies who employ over 250 employees immediate access 24/7 to their daily earned wages without having to wait until payday. All of this for $1.50 per withdrawal. Now, to complement our on-demand pay solution, we offer online payroll loans for employees who have bigger unexpected emergencies that their daily earned salaries can't cover. Our on-demand pay solution was built in the last quarter of 2021. However, we have 5+ years of experience in the payroll benefits financial industry. That's why we're able to close 14,000 new users since our MVP this past January. In addition, we signed a commercial alliance with Salary Fits, an international human resource benefit provider who will, throughout these next couple of months, provide us with access to more than 249,000 new users. Now, these are some of our most important metrics, our critical few. 57% of our users are active users. 60% of our clients make a second withdrawal within the same month. And we have a 0.6% user churn rate month over month. Oh, did I forget to mention that there's a 74% chance that our customers will most likely use our service again month over month? Yeah, so now the important question for you guys. Why are we special? We're tackling the root problem rather than just offering a temporary solution. Most importantly, we offer SMEs, which represent 99.8% of all Mexican companies, the opportunity to offer their team lessons on how to save and then withdraw their daily earned wages. This is important because SMEs employ over 81% of all Mexican formal workers, which is around 43.5 million. So yeah, this is a very large market and a fragmented one. Just in Mexico, there's a $1.6 billion per year market opportunity. And in LATAM, there's a $10 billion per year market opportunity. So if you're wondering, should we invest in Solvo? I'd say do it. Not only because of our products, but because of the team behind it. We've been working together for the past 5 years of our lives. These aren't just my business partners. We're a family. We're looking to raise $3 million. All of this will be invested in growth strategies, expanding our team, and our tech. So upcoming for Solvo, by the end of year 1, we expect to have access to more than 125,000 active users and approximately 1,000 companies. On year 2, we want to reach 415,000 active users and approximately 4,300 companies. So what are you waiting for? Thank you very much.
Good morning or afternoon. I'm Caesar. I'm one of the co-founders of Midas. And basically, Midas plans to become the main accelerator towards financial inclusion in Mexico, counterintuitively by focusing on generating an added value to cash consumers. We see this as a first step towards digitalizing this whole ecosystem. Now, the main problem is that Mexico's economic growth is limited by a very underdeveloped financial system, as there's an underdeveloped financial consumer. This causes a wide variety of issues, but the main problem of these is that there's a gaping hole of information about how consumers move and interact with the market. This is because over 90% of all retail transactions are made in cash, meaning again that there's no traceability. Cash is still king, as over 56% of all consumers in Mexico are cash exclusive, meaning that over 70 million people have no access to any sort of financial institution, service, or aid. And only 18% of consumers are in this new modern economy, meaning that only 18% of them use credit cards and use these new fintech solutions. And fintechs are starting to oversaturate this market. Now, the solution Midas bring is a SaaS platform with an embedded hyper-personalized marketing marketplace, and we provide tools that allow the visualization of cash consumption trends and analytics. We do this by incentivizing cash consumers to use the app we provide for them, and we give them 5% cash back on every single purchase that they make. Of course, we need to create a point of sale network or stores network for them to actually redeem points or gain the points in those stores. And we can start visualizing a much more three-dimensional view of the whole retail market in Mexico. And then we're able to link these cash transactions to every single consumer through the app. That way we can start rationalizing and visualizing the actual trends of the whole retail market, specifically and detailed by the consumer trends. Now, the product or the app side of the product, where consumers can use it to locate and discover promotions and stores that they actively want to buy in. They pay cash as they've always done, and then they register their purchase with a Midas code in their app by giving it to the retailer to scan as a QR code or a barcode if they have a QR scanner or a bar scanner. Then they are able to gain points and visualize their purchase history, which they haven't been able to do before, as there's no paper trail for cash transactions, especially in mom and pop stores. And then they're able to redeem the points or share them with friends or family. Again, creating this digital ecosystem. Now, the product for the retailers or any single consumer-focused companies is two verticals initially, for them to efficiently or effectively learn about and reach their final consumer. For them to reach their final consumer, we give them a hyper-personalized marketing system, where we supply marketing spaces in the app for consumer-focused companies to reach specific consumers for the ideal products or promotions. And then there's our software as a service, which is our data analysis platform or our data lake access if they have a BI, where we dispense this real-time information, aiding any single consumer-focused company to properly visualize how their final consumers or their specific final consumers interact with their products. Now, the market is huge. The total available market for cash consumers in Mexico is $673 billion of the informal economy. Of the retail side of that, it's $215 billion for a serviceable available market, and their serviceable obtainable market would be around $46 billion. Now, Mexico's cash trend keeps going up, as well as the smartphone penetration. 10 years ago, we wouldn't be able to do this, as it's grown exponentially from 2010 to today, where people have access to smartphones. Now, how we can change the market. We want to first specifically focus on digitizing these cash consumers, and then eventually being that bridge for them to go into a much more fintech or modern world. We can do this with Latin America as well, and then we can expand to any sort of verticals, from additional retail sectors as gas station, drugstores, fashion, entertainment, etc., towards creating our own digital payment system or a digital payment ecosystem. We're creating point of sales for mom and pop shops that currently don't have a point of sale system, and then we can go into much more fintech derivatives, DeFi, mullet, etc. This is how we're able to see how Midas can disrupt the market. Now, how we've been doing, it's pretty great. With our beta, we had 15 stores, we had over 750 users, and a little bit over 4,000 transactions, visualizing how a little under $30,000 moved, with monthly active users being over 74% and the retention rate of 83% after the second transaction was made. So users want the app, and we want to grow. So what we're looking for right now is a $4.5 million seed round with possibility for an upsize of the round in order to build the talent, grow the stores, and much more effectively build a product in order to reach 25,000 points of sale, a minimum of 500,000 users, $29 million visualized in the platform and rationalize how the money moves, and a $1.5 million revenue. Thank you very much.
Cifras oficiales indican que 7 de cada 10 empresas desaparecen antes de cumplir 5 años de operación y su esperanza de vida es de tan solo 7, principalmente por problemas en el manejo financiero o administrativo. Si esto no fuera suficiente, el 60% no utilizan crédito, en buena medida por las dificultades de acceder a él. En pocas palabras, sin importar el tamaño de tu empresa, te enfrentas a condiciones por demás adversas y de falta de recursos. ¿Y cómo no va a ser así cuando existe una clara desconexión entre hacer y recibir pagos, administrar el negocio, preparar los reportes financieros y obtener información útil de ellos? Hoy, esto va a cambiar. Fundary es un espacio basado en nuestro motor de inteligencia artificial que conecta y facilita las operaciones diarias de administración de tu empresa, convirtiéndolas en una herramienta para la toma de decisiones. Pasar del simple hacer al planear para crecer.
La información financiera es agnóstica y universal. Es decir, el tamaño, sector o región geográfica de tu empresa no limita la riqueza que en ella hay y la posibilidad de compararla con otros participantes del espacio Fundary. Hasta hoy, este gran poder no ha sido explotado porque es vista de forma monolítica e individual, una caja negra de acceso restringido, ininteligible para la mayoría. El IQ Fundary, usando inteligencia artificial y ciencia de datos, convierte este misticismo en un universo virtuoso, en donde cada nuevo registro lo enriquece. En tanto el número de usuarios crece de forma aritmética, el poder analítico lo hace exponencialmente. Las oportunidades se vuelven prácticamente infinitas y se maximiza tu probabilidad de éxito. Convertimos la adversidad en oportunidad.
Pero lo más importante de todo es que nuestra esencia fintech premia este orden e inteligencia financiera, dándote acceso inmediato a crédito empresarial, arrendamiento, servicios de movilidad para ti y tus empleados, créditos de nómina y a la educación, compra de productos a plazo. Como Fundary se basa en el modelo de financiamiento colectivo, también te da a ti y a tus colaboradores la posibilidad de invertir con rendimientos hasta 4 veces superiores a los del sistema financiero tradicional sin la obligación de un monto mínimo. Fundarizarte, además de multiplicar tu eficiencia en costos y tiempo, es obtener inteligencia financiera con acceso a recursos económicos utilizando la tecnología. Fundarizarte es cambiar la realidad financiera y decir basta a tiempos de espera y burocracia inaceptables para tu negocio. Fundary, la empresa fintech que transformará tu realidad financiera.
Hi, my name is Jaime Sanchez. I am the Chief Innovation Officer for Fundary. Since 2016, we realized the huge opportunity that exists to develop the foundation to our business model based on crowdfunding, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. This allowed individuals and companies to create a new financial reality, and soon it became intelligence for these new companies and new mobility services. This foundation led us to create a holding that supports our 3 big initiatives. Fundary, as the financial heart of the holding, became the first fintech approved by the National Banking Association, the Mexican IRS, and the Bank of Mexico. With 2 main business models, crowd lending, we earn the 33% of all the interest paid. Lending to small and medium enterprises, we get an interest rate up to 36%. EQ Fundary, the first financial health index based on artificial intelligence and statistical models. We can outsource our analytical models that require quick analysis of companies and individuals beyond their credit scoring. And Mubu, a substitute for the leasing companies that can make the mobility 100% tax deductible. We are reinventing the mobility. And drivers on demand, with high standards of security and biometrical services. Now let's talk about the executive summary for the transaction. We are looking for a 9 million equity and 21 million on debt for an investment round on Series A with a multiple on invested capital up to 4x. Our key opportunities are lending to small and medium enterprises, crowdfunding, financial intelligence, and mobility services. The use of the funds is as follows: increase our lending capacity, escalate the crowdfunding business, geo expansion, consolidate IQ Fundary, mobility services based on shared economies. We have a clear definition on how we are gonna be using the funds, and we can go deep in the details as needed. We have a great team. This team sums more than 120 years of experience. And we have a great team of advisors that will for sure guarantee our success. Thanks a lot.
Hi everyone, I'm Veronica Crisafulli, CEO and founder of Mo Technologies. I've started the entrepreneurship journey 5 years ago, and the operation started in 2017. I've been working and traveling around the world for more than 16 years, especially in emerging countries. And in this, I discovered my passion for technology and my passion for doing something for the good. For me, there is one belief, which is credit. It's very important to define someone or companies as financially included. Do you know that only talking about around the world, there is more than 80% of people that they don't have access to formal credit solutions. And when you look into Latin America, which is my focus at Mo, it's around 640 million people. All of these are today, there are a lot of fintechs and non-financial institutions that they want to tackle these clients with new credit products. But unfortunately, they don't have the credit infrastructure to manage the entire credit operation. And this is exactly where Mo comes in. Mo is a technology enabler for all fintechs and non-financial institutions that they want to target new type of consumer with new type of credit products. We have one main product that we call Mo Manage that gives to our clients from origination to servicing to collection the possibility to enable any type of product to their own user. Today, there are more than 2,000 fintechs in Latin America, and our objective is to get to this one and to reach at least 10% of the potential people that today they don't have access to formal credit solution through our solution to fintechs. Why now and why Mo? When you look outside our competition, you see that there are some companies worldwide that are working in the credit tech as a service as a provider, and you see that this is a global proven business model. This business model shows us that number one, when you look just into Latin America, we have the first mover competitive advantage because we have been creating our positioning since 2017. Second, we have a track record with main players. So up to today, we have more than 30 clients in the region in more than 12 countries. Three, we have developed our own solution, which is patented and which is absolutely 100% in-house. Four, when you compare our product or solution to the best in class around the world, we are extremely competitive and one of the best. We have been in the market since 2017, and we have passed through different phases. Now we are reaching the phase number 3, where we wanted to scale up the business with our main product. But on top of this, just remember we are a B2B company and we are a SaaS business model. So as you can imagine, our business model is extremely easy because our clients are paying us a setup fee. And on top of the setup fee, which depends on the type of complexity of the integration, the client is paying the monthly recurring revenue. And this is extremely easy to calculate because it's $0.5 for each credit that we manage for our client in our platform on a monthly basis. So extremely easy. Now, the question would be, how do we get to these clients? 3 main strategies. One is the partnership model. So we connect to one to connect them to others. Second, the direct contact, our BD team contacting directly the main vertical. And the third one is the upsell, because today we work with big clients like PayU, Santander, BBVA, and other clients in the region that obviously gives us the possibility to grow with them. We have reached last year $2.6 million in revenues, and our objective is to be the number one in LAC as credit enabler, achieving $100 million at the end of 2026. We have an amazing team, complementary know-how, knowledge, working together since a while. We have board members, and we are in total 130 incredible talents working together to achieve our objectives. Today, my objective is to do a Series A for $20 million that is going to be used for additional people to increase and to scale up the business, develop new products, so research and development, and as well to reach other regions with expansion. Thank you very much to all. I hope you are excited as I am as for more, and looking forward to your feedback.
Told you to walk away. That was my first and last mistake. I'm blue without your face. But what can I do? 'Cause I'm just a sinking ship, and you're just a pair of lips that I've lost in the moment. All I want is for you to come back. Now I'm caught in the middle of life, and I need you to survive. Whoa, I need you to.
Well, and that's a wrap up. Thank you very much for coming for the event. If you have any further questions, you can contact us at contact@demodemonterrey.com. Please feel free to reach us out via our email or via our social media, and we'll for sure answer any questions or feedback. We hope you have a great rest of your day, and we see you in the next edition in June. See you then.